So previous class we ended with candlestick, and I said the psychology behind the candlestick. So it's always been it has been unto debate, like should we start with trend analysis or candlestick. Few technical analysis course would start with trend analysis and few of them start with candlestick. But 2 to 3 days before we are deciding onto how to start this, should we go for candlestick or should we go for trend, finding the trend. But we have decided to, what we'll go is like we'll be doing both the parts in one go. So as from today's session, I mean to say after today's session, it will be today I will be giving few assignments, and from next session onwards it will be like I'll be taking up on your assignments, the portions which will be will be having more number of errors. I'll be rectifying them in the session itself, so that it will be clear, it will make a clear picture to everyone, and then we will again put onto the theory session. So today itself I will be telling you how to get the trend, how to draw trend lines, what are the requirements to draw trend lines. So before moving to trends, again, let me first finish few of theory session of candlesticks. Then I will move to trend. Then the assignments. You will take up on the assignments. Then again, we will come to candlesticks. A few of candlestick patterns, common candlestick patterns. We cannot complete. We won't be able to cover all the candlestick patterns in a single session. It will take around 2 to 3 sessions. So not to make these sessions boring, only to hear the candlestick sessions and candlestick patterns and the psychology behind these patterns. So I have decided to go with trend. So you will be doing the assignments. Again, we will discuss these assignments in the class itself. So it will be a two-way session from next. Just a minute. Is my voice audible now? Actually, today it will be more problematic because tomorrow is the last day in Delhi. So day after tomorrow, I think it would be clearer now. I was saying that today it would be not today. Tomorrow will be the last day in Delhi. I'll be moving to Kolkata, and day after tomorrow. So I have packed all things and surrendered my Wi-Fi connection. So today we may get more problem, but still from next class onwards, we will not get face these problems. Everything is cleared. Everything is sorted out. And to say one more thing is tomorrow's class. I don't know exactly I could conduct tomorrow's class or not, because I need to meet few clients who are in Delhi, because day after tomorrow I'm leaving. So definitely I'll inform you if there won't be any class. Okay, coming to the class. Yes, we have mixed the portions, few of candlesticks, then few of trend, drawing trend lines. So what exactly will happen is I'll be giving assignments today. I'll be teaching how to draw trend lines, how to look into the pictures, how what are the basic requirements for drawing trend lines, and during that I'll be giving assignments. So next class itself, I'll be taking all your assignments. I'll be rectifying the mistakes which has happened, and I will discuss the same itself in the class. And then again we'll switch to candlesticks. Few candlesticks will also be discussed today. Few single pattern candlesticks, double pattern, and few Today we'll be discussing around 7 to 8 candlestick patterns. So not to make these classes boring, like only listening to the theories of candlesticks, it would be quite boring. So I have decided to go for trend drawing of trends. So again, we can make an habit of drawing. So 2 to 3 classes, almost, that means 2 to 3 weeks. You will be getting time to draw trend lines, and you will be practiced. So let's start today. Few theory, then practical, then again theory. So as we have completed the psychology behind a single candlestick, the second is what are the reason to trade with candlestick. I will be sharing this PDF with you. So the first reason is it's definitely better than traditional charts. Traditional chart, I mean to say bar charts, line charts. Line charts are not at all useful, but still few people I have seen using bar charts. But definitely candlestick is better than traditional charts like bar charts. Bar charts conveys little information, whereas candlestick shows a clearer picture to the action that took place in the greater details. This is also I have said you before that candlesticks actually shows a clearer picture. Then a look at the price action in an equity over time allows you to use pattern analysis to determine probability of future movement. This is what exactly we need in technical analysis. We need to establish a future price movement. Then after a little the best thing about candlestick chart is like after a little practice and familiarization, you can play the integral role, and you can make yourself habituated to this. So this is not that difficult. This doesn't need any rocket science. Few practice sessions, that's all. The second one is psychological portrait. As we have already discussed, price are influenced by market emotions. I have also discussed it before. Candlestick allows you to read investor sentiments. Yes, definitely. How many buyers are involved? Not exactly how many buyers, who are having more power in the same candle, who are influencing in the candle itself. The shadows tell the stories. The sellers are pulling back to the price. It shows the interaction between buyers and sellers. This is what exactly I said, which often is reflected in price movement. As such, candlestick charts provide an insight into financial market that does not exist with traditional bar chart. So moving on to the next is easy to understand. So candlestick visually provide a clear and easy to identify. Actually, these things should be covered by self reading, but still, let me clarify. Candlestick visually provide a clear and easy to identify set of patterns that are highly accurate. So the next topic itself will be the patterns formed by candlesticks. A single individual candle is also a pattern. There are two candle pattern, there are three candle pattern, and a series of candle patterns. You can easily begin to see patterns emerge in the market. After this is not far from looking to this patterns. It's only matter of 4 to 5 classes. Next 4 to 5 classes, you would be habituated to looking into patterns. And just because of the assignments we are giving, if you do it seriously, definitely you would able to see these patterns. And more importantly, you can start taking advantage of these patterns when you trade. Actually, chat patterns are directly linked to your trade. As in class goes on, you will be knowing. I have already said that the most important thing in this market is price, and this is what candlestick shows. The good thing about candlestick, it does not take years to understand. With little practice, you can master the art and start using in your trade. So that's all. Will not move to much theories. Then coming down again to practical part, what is trend? So today I'll be teaching, or I'll be telling you how to draw trend, what is trend, what are the things required to draw trend. This is the most basic and even the most important thing to learn in this market. Today we'll be learning train. After taking few assignments, completing assignments seriously, we'll be moving towards support and resistance. How train next appears as supports and resistance, and how to trade these things. So in November itself, you will be learning few things which are directly linked to your trade. So from today itself, the real technical analysis starts. We have ended with psychological things. Now the real technical analysis starts. So what is trend? In technical analysis, the direction of price movement is known as trend. Price at a particular point of time has to follow a particular direction, which is called trend. So given a period of time, be it an hourly chart or a 30-minute chart or a daily chart, it cannot be like price moving in all direction in a single time frame. In a particular time, it has to move in a single direction. It could be upside, it could be downside, or it could remain range bound. These are the three possibilities only it can happen, nothing rather than that. Next comes uh, I I want all of you to, at least if you have pen and paper to draw this, I will be sending this. The most important thing in drawing trend is these four things: higher highs, higher lows, lower highs and lower lows. Please just you can note down, these are the trends which are available in this market, which are to be drawn in this market, nothing rather than this. This is upward trend, this is sideways trend, and this is downward trend. So now what exactly we will do, we will learn how to draw trend, draw any trend. So before drawing, what we need exactly is, what are the rules behind that? But what I have learned in my earlier days is, trend is actually easily, we can see that in our naked eye. Nothing sort of rules are needed. Just because trend in our next sessions, our next the next particular thing after trend is resistance and support, we need to draw that. Or else, if just to identifying a trend, it doesn't need any rules. It is quite easily, it could be seen in our naked eye. Ask any small kids around you, they will also tell that yes, it is moving upward, it is moving downward. So rules for identifying trend: the first rule is 3 data points needed. So to draw any trend line, you need 3 data points. You may find few books, few in internet, that by 2 data points also a trend can be drawn. Yes, few instances will be there, you need to you have to draw, because we won't be 3 data points won't be touching. But the clearer picture comes whenever it is the trend line is joined through 3 data points. Then comes trend direction. Trend direction, I have already mentioned, there are 3 directions available: upward trend, downward trend, and range bound trend. Time frame of chart matters. Yes, even in our second session I have discussed, second or third session exactly, I do not remember, that time frames matters. If you are, if you want to know the primary trend, you need to look at least starting from a daily chart, a hourly chart, a daily chart, and a weekly chart. So the longer the time frame, the clearer the picture is. The primary trend can only be seen in a longer time frame. So time frame is important. Then, as I said, the most important thing in drawing a trend line is higher highs, higher lows. In upward trend, it is higher highs and higher lows. Both these things confirm a upward trend. In downward trend, lower highs and lower lows. Let me clear this. I have already done this before coming to this class. If you want, I can open any charting software and draw it again. But the only one problem would be there may be voice breaking while I switch between tabs. So let me first do one thing. First, let me tell over here itself. You just focus on my mouse cursor. Then after that, I will be drawing and showing you. is, is that okay? First showing over here and then drawing it. Okay, this is the weekly chart of Yes Bank. As you can see, we have taken from 2006 to till date. So looking into this chart in a naked eye, anyone can say that the trend is in upward direction. As I have already said, to take 3 data points are needed. The first rule is 3 data points are needed. If you take this from starting, this is the first data point, this is the second data point, this is the third data point. And remember one thing, if a candle comes below this trend line, it is okay, but it should not close below this trend line. See here, the close is above this, here also the close is above this, and here also. There are two schools have given different views. One is you can draw trend lines by using the shadows wedges or by taking the body itself. But it cannot be like you have taken one shadow and the other one the body. If you're taking body, it should be in all three, it should be body. And if you're taking shadows, but preferably I use the solid body to draw trend line, because shadows are I don't believe in shadows. This is like fake situations created in the market. So let's start. I have already said in an upward trend, higher highs and higher lows are important. So here you can see the trend started from here, it moved till this place. Here itself a higher high is created. This was the high before that. Now this area is the new high created. Again it went down. See how it respects our trend line. It went down, but from this place itself it retraced almost to this level. Again this high is higher to this, a new higher high is created. Again it retraced, and see, again just above our trend line it again went back, again respecting the trend line. Again high formed, that is higher to the previous high. So this is where higher high played the role. And let's see the higher lows. The first low was here, the second low created was here, the third low is here, and the fourth low is here. So as long as you see a trend that makes higher highs and higher lows, this is a trend, this is an upward trend which you have drawn. The first thing which needed to draw this trend line is 3 basic points, 3 either solid points or the wedges or shadows. And the second thing to confirm that your trend line is correct or not, you will find the trend makes higher highs. It is making higher highs here, the upper one, and also making higher lows, the lower one. So definitely this is a upward trend. This can be traded. Right now I won't be saying how to trade all these things. Just it's not a that whole of a technical analysis involved into it, and then you are making a trade. But still, here it can be traded. Few people start trading from here. They can take a buy call if it moves more upward, giving a stop loss over here. This is actually a confirmation, like if this breaks the previous lower low, then the trend is going to reverse. But few people take risk and trade here itself, and the next stop loss could be at this range. And to be clearing your doubts, I would say this is a weekly chart. These trades are not for daily purpose or a few weeks. These trades are definitely for a longer term. You can see the price here is from 307. No. Heikenasi is something different. Normal candlestick is different. There are few others also. Renko chart is also there. Candlestick Heikenasi will be covering in advanced sessions or after indicators. Please do not confuse yourself with these things. We'll be covering one by one. And right now, please do not even try to trade using all these things. Right now, your work is just to finding trends and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows in case of upward trend. So next, should we move to the chart which is yes, the chart which is shown is normal candlestick. We'll be mostly dealing with normal candlesticks. So just to watch, you can watch this place. This is the latest chart. So you can watch this place. Is the trend is continuing in this direction, or we are giving a stop loss over here, or it's a signal of reversal. If it breaks this level, then definitely it's a signal of reversal. But still, we can right now, as we haven't covered any indicators, a few indicators could confirm this also. So moving to next, let's see a case of downward trend. This is a chart of rally gap, but it's a hourly chart. Again, in case of downtrend, the two things which are important is lower highs and lower lows. Okay, just a minute. I'm opening the chart itself. Is the chart visible now? Okay. This is the chart of rally gap. It's an hourly chart. So as said, in a downward trend, two things are important: lower highs and lower lows. Actually, these lower highs, higher highs, all these are part of pivot trading Dow theory. We'll be covering that also. But as this is important in analyzing a trend, so I have covered this in today's session itself. So in this case also, and one more thing, in upward trend you need to pick 3 points: the downside of the candle, and in a downward trend it should be the upside of the candle. Then again, we have taken the body. We haven't drawn the trend line using the wedges. Here is the first point, here is the second point, here is the third point. And you can see, you can ask few questions like this candle, this is we can ignore these doji candles. I will explain what doji are. You can ignore this candle also, because I have always said the candle should not close. In the case of upward trend, it should not close below the line, and here it should not close above the line. The close of this candle is here. In this case, we will be finding lower highs and lower lows to confirm our trend. Please listen carefully. These things are very much important for further classes, because in coming classes these things will help you in analyzing resistance and support, and these are the most important things in finding any trade. We do not use much indicators. Using few indicators you can become pro traders. We will be learning all the indicators, but please focus on these things. Now let us see how this had made lower highs and lower lows. See, the first low form was this place, this candle form, then again moved, then again another lower low is formed. This low is lower from this, again another one formed. So this is continuing, and in the upper side we can see lower highs are formed. The first high was here, the second high is lower than the first high, the third high, if you take this candle it would be confusing, but this is not the candle's body. It may be because of any sort of like any big player entering the market or any sort of things, but again this is perfect because this candle doesn't close above this line. So the third high is this one, which is again lower than the second. The fourth one is this, the fifth one is this. So we are confirming that this our trend line is correct. We have drawn a correct trend line. So if you're taking an hourly chart, moving back to these places in a single chart, you can find a downtrend, somewhat a uptrend. But taking time frames which are like 15 minutes, 5 minutes charts, there are actually trends are not clearly visible to naked eye, because too much of volatility occurs in intraday trading. So please note down uh, an assignments for today, and you can ask your doubts as how to draw trade lines. But first of all, I need everyone to note the assignments. uh, there is no particular time frame which is advisable for finding primary trend. You need to see a longer time frame, and again for entering a position you need to go for one hourly chart or a 30-minute chart. The entry and exit of a position is actually determined in a short term chart, short time frame. So there is no particular time frame. Likewise, seeing a single time frame you cannot trade. uh, in the first class or second class itself I have said we look into almost 3 to 4 types of time frames, then only we give calls. So coming to the assignment, please note down. I need everyone to take 5 scripts of your choice, any share, any company, and draw the trend, draw the direction of the trend. This is why it doesn't end. I want everyone to discuss itself in the WhatsApp group. I want everyone to take different sectors so that it will be helpful. Also we can give calls, uh, also we can give calls upon that also, as on you have drawn the trend lines, so that 20-30% of work of ours is done, and we can give calls onto that. So I want everyone to take different scripts, it's different sectors if it is at all possible for you, or else any 5 scripts of your choice. Please discuss in the group itself. Two people, it will be also better that if two people draw the same sector, like same, not same sector, same company also, like Suresh sir taken ICICI Bank, and again Ajay sir also took ICICI Bank. So in that also we can rectify. Yes, both of them might not draw the same trend line. So I'll be explaining how what is the difference between both the trend lines drawn and what exactly should be, because there is no like correct path for drawing the trend lines. Everyone could be right, but please draw these trend lines. The same mail ID from which you are getting the videos, the recorded videos, please revert to that. We can also post these charts in the group itself, so that instantly we can reply and instantly we can rectify. And the second, the assignment doesn't end here. The second is trend to be drawn in all three markets, in the sense primary, secondary and minor market. So you have 5 scripts, so definitely there would be 5 charts, and now comes more than 5 charts, as you have to draw in 3 markets, that is primary, secondary, minor. I would suggest everyone to take at least 3 time frames, be it a hourly time frame, 30 minutes time frame. If someone is taking hourly time frame, then no need of taking 30 minutes, you can go for 15 minutes and a monthly chart, or a daily chart and 30-minute charts, or a 5-minute chart. So likewise, everyone will be having around 5 to 15 charts. I do not need exactly within 2 to 3 days. Take your time. As when you go on drawing, just send. It's not like after completing all these things you will be sending. If today you complete 2 charts, you can send that. I will rectify that, but I will be rectifying after. Yeah, market is time frame. All 3 markets, in the sense primary, secondary and minor. So I'll be rectifying and I will be seeing the assignments after Monday itself, because before that I won't be getting time. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Like daily, hourly, 30 minutes. That is what I'm saying. But it should not be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and 15 minutes. This is not primary, secondary, and minor. Primary is definitely daily, monthly, weekly. Primary is not less than that. Secondary comes after that, and minor is day trading chart, day trading time frames. So I think this might be given a clearer picture. Do I need to draw this and show it again? Just a minute. The last chart I could not read. Can you please switch on your microphone and just say it?
Hey Shirish, Ajay here. So
Okay, okay,
actually, I was just checking this trend line, right? So if
okay.
you just take a period till 1910
Till?
in the Rallier chart,
Okay,
so
okay.
in that case, the trend line will change, right?
Uh, can you please repeat what exactly you're saying?
In the Rallier chart,
Yeah.
Shirish, the next one. Yeah. In
Uh-huh.
this, if you go to the period of 1910,
1910. Okay.
yeah, if you see at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
1910. In this case, if you draw a trend line using this, then the trend line, whatever you have drawn, it will change, right? For example, if we are only considering chart till this point, then it will touch the next red candle, which is next to the big wick one, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Next
yeah.
to the green one. So in that case, further prices will not be respecting this thing, and certain prices will close above this. So in that case, what should we do?
Actually, the whole thing will be whole problem is like in that case, you'll be finding only fewer lower lows forming. but this can't be traded, because as you have
Okay.
because if you're taking an hourly chart, you need to go for at least 4 to 5 days of time frames, at least 4 to 5 days. And this happened in case of an intraday basis. Somehow this candle doesn't respected our line, but still the body of the candle respected. If you are onto day
Okay.
trading or a short-term trader, you need to close this call here itself. And if I'm at all drawing this as trend line, here definitely it will break
Mhm.
our break, and it is almost moving more than the previous high formed. So this is the exact stop loss which is it is hitting. So this is the only case where day traders actually suffer, because this is a hit and gone case. It hit the stop loss and again came back. Can you please focus on the cursor?
Yeah, yeah.
So if I tell you are drawing this as the trend line, this is the trend line which you
Right.
drawn, and this part crossed your trend line. The first thing,
Correct.
I think first thing, the previous chart I have shown you, like if it crosses, if this candle comes down to your previous low form, then it's a signal of reversing. The trend is reversing here. Taking an taking an hourly chart and trading this is not possible. But if at all you are trading and you haven't taken an hourly chart, but you have seen somewhat 15-minute charts and the same thing is happening, so this would be your stop loss. This portion exactly is your stop loss. Few instances it would hit your stop
Okay.
loss. Is it clear now?
Yes, Irish, but if you draw that one right, what I'm saying is like after this point is crossed, do
Okay.
we need to redraw the trend line after that is support is broken? Like in this case, you have a bigger time frame, so that's why trend line is like this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But if we only have the period till 1910, then all the prices like 10 on 10, 2410 or 2510 would have been
No,
above our
no,
trend
no,
line,
no,
right?
no, no.
Means
Actually, the whole problem is if you will be decreasing the time frame, these candles won't be formed. These candles itself are hourly candles.
okay.
So just to interrupt,
Okay, okay.
so Ajay, in my understanding, what happens is when you take hourly candles,
Uh-huh.
for one day you get only 6 candles. Okay, so
Correct.
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
not be
That
able
is what
to
exactly saying.
portray a trend.
Each candle is on hourly basis. Each candle is on hourly.
Correct.
A single candle is on hourly
So
basis.
so what happens is that's what Sirish mentioned. At least we'll have to go for 3-4 days or 6 days, let's say. So you would get about 36 candles in a group to at least visualize the trend. So you start somewhere where it has started forming. See, before even drawing the line, what I understand from Sirish is you would get a naked eye. That's what
Yeah, yeah.
Sirish was mentioning. You would get a kind of, okay, this is where it is starting, so from here it has formed. So line is only to get more confirmation, but otherwise there is no particular point or exact technical point. This is where it has to start drawing the trend line. That's what my understanding. Sirish, you can correct if I'm
If you are going
wrong
for
somewhere.
any other time frame, the whole scenario would be changing. You will be not finding the same candles in a
No,
30
no,
minute chart.
Sirish, sorry. Sirish, one more sec. Sorry to interrupt. So, if I understand what Ajay's confusion is, you have taken 1016 as the start of the trend line, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
So, Sirish, you got me?
Yeah,
1016
yeah,
is
yeah.
the start of the higher, I mean, lower high
Yeah.
trend line. But what Ajay is saying is, suppose if I start drawing this trend line from 1019.
Okay, okay.
No, no, Rajesh is other way
No,
around
no,
actually.
no.
What I'm saying is
He is
right
saying is
now
the
trend line is
trend line to
ending
be
at
drawn ending
2710.
at this place.
Yes, correct. So in that case, all the prices from 2410 to 2710 will be over our trend line. So in that case, what should we do actually? That's what I was asking. You're getting my point. The angle will reduce in that case.
Okay,
The
okay.
angle
So
will
suppose you touch the body. See,
right.
so for example, what happens is, see, this is the trend we are taking for already, I mean, for the past candles. In the
Correct.
real time, in live scenario, you can only draw up to what you see. So
Yes.
definitely you would have drawn on 1019 body. Okay. In
Right.
that case, all these things are closing above our trend line, so we would have got a different signal
So that
at
is what
that point in
exactly
time.
I'm
That's
saying. If
what
you
I
have,
wanted to know. Means, yeah.
that is
Yes,
what
Sirish.
exactly I was telling. If at all you have drawn this trend line from the next candle itself, you would have hidden your stop loss. If at all you have taken any trade, that is a different trend formation. And
Okay,
again for that,
got it.
Okay.
So
so it's clear now. Let me tell you one thing, the pictures will be clearer if you are drawing in different time
voice is
frames.
bad.
Yes, Sirish, your voice is breaking.
What I am saying is like the picture will be clearer if you are taking different time frames and drawing. And if at all you are drawing this
So
one
until
as
Sirish
Rajesh,
comes back, so Ajay, what I understand here is no,
Yeah.
we could not hear. We could not hear you, Sirish.
okay, is it still not audible?
No,
Yes. Now, at last it was. Can you speak again, Sirish?
Is it audible now? Hello.
Yes.
yes.
Okay, okay. Rajesh, anything you were telling? You were
No, I was only telling that voice is breaking, so we could not hear. So request you to repeat
Sirish,
uh,
Sirish
stop
and
loss thing.
Rajesh, just my thing was like, see, currently, what I wanted to just I'll clarify
I
more.
understand. I
So what I
understood
wanted to,
your query. I understood
yeah,
exactly. But
okay.
if you are drawing at all to this point of time, it could
Uh-huh.
it could be drawn if at all these things are not formed. If we are drawing trend line, then
No, no, that is true. That is true, Sirish. So just assume like these are not formed. We are only seeing till 1910.
okay.
Now next day, like next 5 days, will that now that trend line will act as a support instead of resistance, right? That's how it's gonna be after that, because all the things will start
See,
forming above it.
let me explain it clearly. See, next you have drawn till this place, and this next
Hmm.
candle itself, it broke your
Correct.
trend line. So you can clearly see that this candle's
Yes.
shadow has broken the previous high. So definitely it's a signal of reversal, but every time a trend line could not give you proper trade. Again,
Correct.
it is like a fake signal which has been given. Again, it comes back and takes the same support, same resistance, and it moves further down. I'll be posting religas.
Right.
I'll be posting religas almost 2 to 3 types of time frames.
Sorry, Sirish.
Okay, okay. Raisa, you can speak. Hello. What I was
Yeah,
saying.
Sirish. Just few seconds. I would like to add. I would like to add. My thoughts there.
Okay,
Just an
okay.
instant thought. So it will help for me to
Not an issue.
confirm
Not an issue,
what
sir.
I'm
You
understanding
can
is
go on.
right,
You can go
and
on.
also to others. Yeah. So Ajay and Sirish, suppose if we were only at 1019 and the trend line would have been drawn, and we would have got, okay, it is in downtrend, and we would have taken some position. Let's say, as Sirish mentioned, this 1019 candle, the very first candle of hourly chart would have hit our stop loss, and the close of that 1 hour is above our trend line. The close is important, as Sirish
Yeah.
mentioned, correct? So then we would have changed our thought and we would have gone long here immediately,
yeah.
let's say, on an intraday basis. So even long gives us a good return probably of few points or 1 point or whatever, because even that next red candle has touched little higher there, and then it has started reversing. So the close is important, and on an intraday basis, because hourly chart is mainly for that, or to find out entry exit. So I would say we would have either hit the stop loss and gone for long there. Even in the next candle, we would have seen some high and come back,
But
or we
Rajasthan,
would have been
I
waiting to
would
hit the
never
stop loss,
suggest.
which would have been in probably in the next day where the stop loss hits. Otherwise, the same day where we would have taken the position, it would have cost to cost exit.
But Rajasthan, I would never suggest to trade this for 2 to 3 points. It's no use for trading for 2 to 3 points.
Yes,
If at
Sirish,
all
go
you are
ahead.
not a
not
big.
able to hear you.
What I was saying is like it's not at all advisable to trade at this point of time, at this picture, as
No,
because
no. I mean,
it's only a point of 2 to 3 points. If at all you are not trading with 10 to 20 lakhs of rupees, it won't make you any money. So in an hourly basis or intraday basis, it is not advisable to trade. So keeping this in mind as a fake signal, we should ignore this one.
no, correct. My point was only on the true. I completely agree and note it. Certainly. So, but
Yes,
my thing was it was
Rajasthan,
only on
as
the
of like
understanding. I mean, theoretical part of
being
it,
an pro
on the
trader,
understanding part, not to trade. Certainly, I mean, it has closed there. So, candle has closed above our trend line. So, either our trend or our call goes void, or we may wait
yeah,
for some more confirmation. Probably.
yeah, definitely. And if at all you are onto pro trading, like you are very much higher in the capital, so you can trade for 1 to 2 points, no issues. Okay, one more thing, have you all noted the assignments? I think after the discussion, the picture would be clear.
Not able to hear or listen, whatever.
Actually,
Ajay, you are able to hear me? Audible?
Rajesh, I am able to hear you.
Yes, Rajesh, I'm able to hear you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
My only thing was, Rajesh, see, once it crosses this trend line, right, then it will start acting as a support instead of resistance, right? Means once the candle started moving.
Is my voice audible now? Hello.
Okay. So,
Is
Sirish,
Correct.
once it starts closing above this, then the trend might change, right?
yeah. But
Yes.
but being a technical analysis, single confirmation is not enough. Single candle is not enough. So we do not trade. We need to wait for few more candles formation.
Now it is audible, but in between it was breaking. Yeah.
Okay, today is the last session. We'll be facing all these problems. From next session onwards, I'll be going with my Wi-Fi again.
Correct. I complete. Okay. I completely agree. So just to, I mean, to be very precise in answering Ajay and in understanding Ajay's question, that is a failed trend.
Yeah,
If you would have taken only till 1019, as you said, it has hit the stop loss. So
yeah,
our trend has failed, or we'll have to wait for more candles or how it churns out.
yeah.
Correct?
More candles to formation. Yeah. Okay,
Okay, got it.
it was nice discussing among yourself. So I think you all might have noted the assignments. So let's start from today itself, drawing trend lines, so that will be clear. The pictures will be more clearer if you start drawing. I think few of you might have been started drawing. So
Not it.
let me move forward. The next again comes few of theory sessions. But before that, just give me 2 minutes. If you at all want, you can discuss among yourself and keep your doubts. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Dinesh.
I want everyone to participate as Ajay sir and Rajesh sir is participating because participation only makes the picture clearer. So it's a definite that I need assignment from everyone. There is no, like, you cannot tell I was in office, I was having some work, because Ajay sir might be knowing this. Once before also he missed some practical sessions, so I do not want anyone to miss any session, not missing any session, not missing the practical things. So now again coming to candlestick, as we have got few things to discuss for the next session itself. Next session, please make sure that tomorrow may not be possible, but next Saturday, please keep time, like next session would definitely take 1.5 hour or more than that, because we'll be discussing on various charts being drawn by you, and there would be one-on-one conversation among yourself, ourselves also, so that we can rectify ourselves and I can tell what exactly the market is trying to say. So now, as in we have studied what why we are studying candlesticks, few more things, few more candles. As of now, I haven't. We are into preparing a PDF that is almost full of candle patterns. We'll be sharing once it is completed. But now, please get your pen and paper. I'll be sharing few candles which are easily available in the internet. You can just write down the name of the candle, and afterwards you can go through internet and search. But I'll be now telling the psychology behind each pattern. So before moving to that, one this note you can write down: candlesticks are representation of price only. They do not tell about the supply and demand. A single candle is what it represents is price. It doesn't tell about supply and demand. But a series of candle can be interpreted with supply and demand. Always read candlestick charts as a series of candle and give importance to the last candle. Few days back, it's not few days back, it's almost 1.5 or 2 months back, Nifty at the time of closing formed hammer pattern. The last candle formed in Nifty was hammer. And for the confirmation also, a hammer is a bullish reversal, I will be telling right now. And the same way it reacted also the next day. So a single candle are also very powerful. Being we cannot trade, but we cannot watch. We can watch these single candles and make sure that yes, these are working. Single candles, candlestick patterns with few indicators and recalling the history could give you superb calls. Now coming to candle properties. Here the candle property is of the body size. The body size represents the degree to which the bulls overcome the bear. In this candle, the bulls overcome the bear as it is a green candle, and in this case, the bears overcome the bull as it's a red candle. So nothing so much difficult in knowing this. The next is the range. See, the range of this candle is quite higher. The range of this candle is lower. The wider the range, the more volatility the price is. The narrower the range, the less volatile the price is. So let me tell you few candle patterns. I haven't mentioned anything over here. I have only written the name. And we'll be discussing the psychology behind each pattern. So if at all you want, you can write down the psychology, the setups and the descriptions. But I'll be sharing all these things next week itself within 2 to 3 days. So the first one is doji. Apart from these three, there are also two more kind of dojis which can be seen in the market. The description is doji can be a bullish or bearish reversal. Both are possible in case of doji. Setup for finding doji. Setup in the sense how a doji reacts to bullish nature, how a doji reacts to bearish nature. The setup is a trending market. If it's a trading market, then doji doesn't work. If the trend is range bound, then there is no use of doji. If it's a trending market, either it would be upward trend or downward trend. So the setup is a trending market upward for a bearish reversal or downward for a bullish reversal. It's a bullish or bearish single candle reversal pattern. The open is equal to the close. It's almost equal. You can see there is no solid body formed over here. The doji can be found at the top or button. Top or button in the sense like if it's a upward trend, you can find it in the upper part of the trend. In that case only we can confirm. In that case only it can be taken that it is the correct setup for doji. You can find it elsewhere, but the correct setup for doji is upward, is at the up or button. Doji is usually found at the top reversal. Here are two kinds of doji which have been illustrated. One is dragonfly, the other is gravestone doji. A dragonfly doji is usually found at the button reversal. A gravestone doji is usually found at top reversal. So let me tell you the psychology behind this doji. A doji actually indicates a tug of war between bulls and bears. You can see there is no formation of body. So definitely there is a fight between bulls and bears in which neither the bulls nor the bears own, or both are not dominant. Price may have driven up or down from the open. Yes, the shadows, the wedges are uh, bigger. The price may have opened or closed down, but but it dried back and closed equal to almost the opening price. The indecision in the market often precedes to change in trend to either a sideways or a reverse direction trend. So if at all it would be an upward trend, then we can expect a downward trend or a sideward trend, like range bound trend. What exactly confirms a doji? The price trades above the doji at the market button. If the doji is found at the button, the price trades above the market. Price trades above the doji, and below the doji if it is at market top. So I think it would be like a boring session, but still we need to learn all these things. Neutral doji. Actually, all these dojis are of same kinds. This is what gravestone doji, which I was saying is gravestone doji is found at the top reversal, but dragonfly doji is found at the bottom reversal. Talking about neutral, the doji is a neutral doji can be found in both either top or bottom. It's not we cannot find a setup for exactly a neutral doji, but the whole setup for doji, like all these three kinds of dojis, is the market to be up in upward trend or downward trend. Even it's long back looking into these single candles. Right now we are trading onto patterns. So but still being into market, actually all these things as on days goes, as on you keep on watching, you will be finding all these things are fitted in your mind itself. So these descriptions are not needed, but as you are into this analysis course, you need to learn all these things. So it's a doji is a bullish or bearish single candle reversal pattern. This is what you need to just remember. It's a reversal pattern. You can find this in top or button. Just write down the confirmation, how to confirm a doji. This is more important. The confirmation is the price trades above the doji at market button. If you see a doji at market button, the next candle, the form is above the doji. If this one is doji, as we have seen already said that dragonfly doji are formed at the button. If this is the doji, the next price should be above this one. This is at the button, the next price should be above this one. So it confirms, like yes, there might be a trend reversal. No, the open should be above this, and the whole price should trade above this doji. Like the next candle should be like this. You can see my pointer. So coming to the next, it's a hammer pattern. You'll be finding like hammer, and again you see hanging man. All these look almost similar, but the setups are different for every candles. For a hammer, it should be like a downtrend, because hammer is bullish reversal. If at all it is not a downtrend, what is the thing of bullish reversal? So talking about hammer, hammer is a bullish single candle reversal pattern. Market ideally gaps down to hammer candle. This hammer candle is formed gapping down, like this was the last price being traded. This gap downs to hammer candle. This is again a confirmation. You will find that mostly hammer candles are gapped down. The color can be red or green. Just wait, I am coming to that. And in hammer, the lower shadow is at least 2 times the size of real body. If this is the real body, this shadow should be 2 times. Please write down the setup for hammer is downtrend. It's a bullish reversal. The psychology, let me explain the psychology behind the hammer. The bears continue the downtrend by gapping the price down. In this case, the bears continue the downtrend. You can see it's gapping. They have stressed this price to this level and driving it to new lows. But the bulls comes back in force and drives price back up. A green hammer is more bullish than a red hammer. So I think it would be clearer now. A green hammer is definitely more powerful than a red hammer. The price, just note down one confirmation. After the hammer being formed, the price trades above the hammer's candle's real body. Again, and it's similar to doji, the price should trade above the real body. Again a confirmation, but not at all suggested to trade by taking single candles. Inverted hammer, it is just opposite, exactly opposite of hammer. Inverted hammer is also a bullish reversal. Hammer is bullish reversal and inverted hammer is also a bullish reversal, but the setup is different. No, the setup is also the same. It's again a downtrend is required, but in this case the psychology is different. The downtrend initially appeared that it would continue strongly as the price gap down. You could see the open is gap down. However, the bulls again fought back strongly, driving price convincingly higher. Again in this case, there is another fight. Bears were able to resist the upward pressure. As you can see the shadow. In inverted hammer, it is considered as bullish as the hammer. Am I clear? I mean to say the inverted hammer is less powerful than the bullish hammer, than the single hammer. Actually, if you see somewhere you see inverted hammer and somewhere you see hammer, so the more powerful is inverted hammer, only the single hammer. The chapter is also making me boring. I'm also not interested in teaching all these theories. Can we do one thing? I'll be sending all this in PDFs so that you can read it yourself, and if at all you are having any doubts you can ask, because I am just reading out my notes. I'm not doing anything. But
No, but certainly it adds value if you can cover, like you said, I mean, though we read,
okay,
so
not
I don't know
not
how
an not,
to
not an
really
issue,
gather
not an issue, sir. Not
information on. No, no, one sec, Shirish. So the important points are something like you said that the single hammer is more powerful than the inverted
inverted
hammer,
hammer.
right?
Yeah.
So those, yeah, those things are somewhat. I mean, I don't know how to really gather such information. You can just, quickly brush up and move ahead. It's okay, but we will also read through. But instead of skipping it, I would still would wish to pick your brain.
Okay, okay, not an issue. Let me clear these portions. At least what I have planned for today. So I think inverted hammer and hammer is clear now. Just
Yes.
again, just again, the inverted hammer confirmation is the price trades above the body. It's similar to the hammer. And now coming to shooting star, all these candles are almost similar in. They look similar. The setup is different, but they look similar. I'll be doing one thing as Rajesh has suggested. It won't be possible for in today's class, as I have not noted all these things in a single piece of paper. Or so I'll be noting all these things, like which one is more powerful than, if we're comparing two, which one is more powerful. Actually, this comes with experience. So gathering all these candlesticks, I'll be discussing in one part the most powerful candlesticks, and the other one which is only just regarded for confirmations. From next class, I will be doing likewise. So the next one is shooting star. It's a bearish reversal. Till now, I think we have read bullish reversals. Doji was both bullish and bearish, but shooting star is bearish reversal pattern. Describing this is it's a bearish single candle reversal pattern. In this case, market gaps up. In the case of hammer, it was gapping down, and in this case, market gaps up. Color can be red and green. Both are possible. And again, the upper shadow is almost twice the body. Setup required for confirmation of this shooting star is the trend should be upward. The psychology behind this shooting star, again, the bulls, in this case, the bulls continue to take the trend up by gapping the price up. But what happens? The bears come back in force, though, and drive price back down. Uh, Again, one thing to note, the red shooting star is more bearish than a green. If you find a red shooting star, then it is more bearish in nature than a green, due to the bear's ability to the reason is due to the bear's ability to force the close of the candle below the opening price. The confirmation is the price trades below the body of the shooting star candle. The next price after formation of the shooting star, the next price trades below the body of the candle. The next one is hanging man. It is again a bearish reversal. Description is almost same. Bearish single candle reversal. Market gaps up. Again, in this case, the open of the market gaps up. It can be red and green. The lower shadow is at least two times. It can be more than that, but it should be at least two times. In this case, the setup required, the trend required is upward trend. The psychology is again, the bulls took the price to gap up, but the bears pulled them back. In this case, a red hanging man is more bearish than a green hanging man. Again, the same thing. Confirmation is the price trades below the body of the hanging man candle. The next price trades below the hanging man, so it could be a trend reversal. The next is these are few double candle patterns. This is at least what which I like. Double, as the number of candles increases, the confirmation also increases. The trades are also good to trade, like you will be getting good trades, but still few single candles are also very important, very powerful also. So bullish engulfing, as per the name suggests, it's a bullish reversal pattern. I think it just a minute. Okay, I will try and record. It's already being recorded. I will try to send it today itself. But Suresh sir, tomorrow I'm not sure that tomorrow we'll be having a class or not, but the videos will be sent today itself. It may be a little bit late in night, but I will be sending it today. Bullish engulfing is bullish two candle reversal pattern. The first one is the red candle, red real body candle. Second is long green candle and completely engulfs the first candle. It should not be like the candle ending here. It should be completely this red candle should come in this green candle. The green candle should completely engulf this red candle. The setup is downtrend. In a downward trend, we can if we are seeing this kind of pattern, you can see you can tell that yes, there might be a trend reversal. The psychology is this is very bullish reversal pattern in which the bulls implicit a rapid and decisive victory over the bears. The downtrend continues via a red bodied candle. The opening of the next candle ideally gaps down. You can see it's not exactly gaps down, but if it is gapping down, then the confirmation is more accurate. The opening gaps down. However, the bulls then drive the price upward to close the candle above the open of the red bodied candle. The next candle, I'm talking about the next candle. The name bullish engulfing is due to the fact that the real body of the green candle completely engulfs the real body of the red candle. And for confirmation, the price trades above the body of the green candle. One more thing to say, I won't be able to send the PDF today itself. I can send the previous PDF, but this candlestick pattern PDF I won't be able to send today because I think Nishant is preparing the PDFs. He would be sending within 3 to 4 days. Max by Wednesday we'll be getting the PDF of not all this till to which we need to cover. We'll be sending. So the confirmation for this is the price trades above the body of the green candle. The next price, it should trade above the body of the green candle. Again, it's just opposite of bullish engulfing. It's bearish engulfing. For this, we need a upward trend so that we can have a trend reversal. Bearish two candle reversal pattern. Again, first candle has a smaller green real body. It's just opposite. In a bullish engulfing, it was a red real body, smaller red real body. Here it is green real body. Second longer candle completely engulfs. Here the red candle completely engulfs the green candle. The psychology is it's as it's a bearish reversal pattern in which the bears implicit a rapid and decisive victory over the bulls. Again, every two candle, single candle, it's just a fight between the bulls and bears. The psychology is also based on the fight between bulls and bears. So, as an the technical analysis, the chart patterns are based on history. These are all confirmations which we got from history itself. That maximum time, these are the things which happen in market. The name bearish engulfing is due to the fact that the real body of the red candle completely engulfs the real body of the green candle. The confirmation is am I audible now? Hello? Can anyone give confirmation that am I audible now? Okay. Uh, I'm repeating again the bearish engulfing candle. No. One should be a green candle, the other should be a red candle. Both the candles cannot be red candles. It is totally a different pattern form. We'll come to that. So as I have already said, the psychology is the fight between the bulls and bears, and as the name suggests, it is bearish. It is bearish engulfing, as because the real body of the red candle completely engulfs the real body of the green candle. Again, the confirmation is the price trades below the body of the red candle. Here it is drawn little incorrectly. This price, just please note down, this price should trade below this one for a for confirming this pattern. If at all it is trading below this, then it would be a nice confirmation. I think I have this much for today. Dark cloud cover is also to be covered today. It is also a bearish reversal pattern. I think many of you might not have heard about this, but this is a quite popular dark cloud cover pattern. It's a bearish two candle reversal pattern. First candle has a real green body. Second candle is real red body and closes the half of the first candle body. So please see to this mouse pointer. The second candle, the second red candle, opens above and closes in the lower half of the first candle. See here, it opened, the second candle opened here. It opens above this green candle and closes almost below the half of the green candle. If this kind of pattern is formed, then we can say dark cloud cover is formed. The setup is again uptrend. The uptrend continues through a green bodied candle. The opening of the next candle ideally gaps up. After this green candle is formed, again you will find the open is gap up opening. But however, the bears then drive the price back down. So it becomes a red candle. The bears win the battle, closing the candle in the lower half of the green candle's body. Another thing, important thing you should note down. Dark cloud cover is not as bearish engulfing pattern. The confirmation is the price trades below the real body of the red candle. So as per suggestion, I will be taking next class. Next class would be definitely two-way conversation class, but all these patterns should be covered in a different way. I'm trying to make these also quite interesting. And few more things is I'll be giving the recording today itself, and please start doing your assignments. You will be getting time tomorrow for doing assignments. I know from Monday everyone will be having office, but please give at least half an hour a day to technical analysis. So I'm closing the class for today itself. If anyone is having any doubt, yeah, definitely. Okay. This is a very nice suggestion. What I will be doing, we'll be taking any chart. Actually, the next assignment was this one itself, to finding out these candle patterns in chart itself. But during the class, I'll be at least showing one pattern in the chart itself, so that it will be easier to get the confirmation, and even the setups, everything will be clearer. Nice recommending this. So any doubt, or else we could close the class for the day. Am I audible? Should we call a day? If at all anyone is having any doubt, let's continue in the WhatsApp group itself. Thank you.